right here's my X. Okay. Now, I know that whenever they name the triangle and they say that they're similar, that means that for every letter that's in this triangle, that letter will match up to it. So for instance, C is the first letter here, F is the first letter there. So those two are similar. C is similar to F. So whenever I look at CD right here, if I go from C to D, do I have a value right there? There's no value, right? So I don't know the length of that one. So, but I can go from C to E, and I have 27. Okay, so I'm gonna put 27 on top of my fraction for my comparison. Now, if I'm looking at C and E here, then I have to look at F and E there because that's the first and last letter. F and E gives me my X, right? So 27 is comparable to X. Now, then my other section that has a value on this first triangle is D to E. D to E. So that has to be comparable to GE. So the DE is 25. I'm going to put that on top because I did this triangle first. And then GE over here is 40. Now I have my proportions set up. So this is where I cross multiply, okay? So if I take 25 times X, that gives me 25X. So then I have to take 27 times 40. What is 27 times 40? Do you have calculators? Okay, so 27 times 40. What is 27 times 40?
What is it?
27 times 40.
1080 or something?
Okay, 1080?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want X by itself. X by itself, I'm gonna have to get rid of this 25. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
To get rid of that 25, I have to divide.
Mm-hmm.
So then my X comes down. So whatever 1080 divided by 25, that's gonna give me the value of X. So take 1080 divided by 25, and that's your answer. Excuse me, that goes there. I ate donut holes for breakfast this morning, and I think I ate too much sugar. I feel really nauseous. Because usually I don't eat that much sugar anymore. And I thought I'm going to treat myself to donut holes this morning. I wish I hadn't. So Whitney, you're taking 1080 and dividing it by 25 and putting your answer right there, okay? Because remember, this is the rest of your test. We're doing 6 and 7, and we're turning our test in. We're not going to do the second page.
Gotcha. So we're not going to do the second part of the test?
We're not going to do the second page.
Okay.
Because this will drag on for days.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to do these last two problems, and then we're going to move on. Okay, now if I look down here at 7, it's the same thing, except I have these expressions in there, okay?
Okay.
So here I'm comparing, okay, I've got HB, that's 28, so HB is comparable to LY. So I can say 28 over LY is 21, okay? Now, the other two is LR and HN. Well, HN is 3x minus 7, it looks like, over x plus 11. Okay, I'm still cross multiplying, okay? But this is going to be a little bit bigger of a problem. So if I take 28 and I multiply it by x plus 11, I have to multiply that 28 by everything that's in there. So 28 times x gives me 28x. Okay? Now, 28 times 11 gives me what? What's 28 times 11?
How do you do it?
108.
How do you do it?
I've already told you how to do it, Whitney. You take that number and divide it by 25. Now, what were you saying?
108
108
or
for
108.
28 times 11? Let me see. Oh, 308, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so plus 308. Okay, now I have to do the same thing to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
21 to 3x minus 7. Okay, so 21 times 3x minus 7. Okay, what's 21 times 3? 63x, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Minus, what's 21 times 7?
21 times 7.
157?
147.
147?
Mhm.
Okay. Now, I can, let me see this over here a little bit more. 3x minus 147.
Mhm.
Okay, so now there's that. Now, that looks more like equations that we've had, right? So I can get all my x's over to one side, all my numbers over to the other.
Mhm.
So let's subtract our 28x here because that number's higher.
Mhm.
So what's 63 minus 28?
35.
35. Okay, so I've got 35x here minus 147 and 308 over here.
Mhm.
Okay, so now I need to get this number over here. So to do that, I'm gonna add 147, add 147. So what's 308 plus 147?
Plus 147.
Yeah, 308 plus 147.
455.
455. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so then I've got 455 is equal to 35x.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get rid of that number in front of the x? Divide.
Uh-huh.
So to find the value of x, you're gonna take 455 divided by 35.
Divide.
455 divided by 35, and that's gonna give you your last answer. I want you to staple the top of your test to
Mhm.
your study guide and put it both together, staple it together and put it in the tray.
Okay.
Okay? Because your study guide will count as part of your test too, especially since we didn't do that second page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then after that, Whitney, then you need to leave so you can get to class on time. You need to go to Miss Devine's,
So
okay?
staple study guides and the test together?
Yes, put the test on top of your study guide,
Is
yes.
that 149?
That's 147,
No, up there,
up where?
where it says 60.
Right here?
Yeah.
It's 147, 147. And there should be a staple over there, because
Do you know who no longer is?
yeah, I just put it on the paper, it's 127, it's up by
Is
It's
it
not
downstairs or
upstairs. The first grade. Huh?
downstairs or
It's
upstairs?
upstairs. 147 means downstairs. If it was 2 something, it would be upstairs.
So it's downstairs.
Yep, that's what I just said.
You know where is it at?
127. You need to gather up your stuff so you can go to Miss Devine, and Miss Devine can stop by your locker on the way. Okay, because your combination, everything's in there now. Are you finished with this?
No, not
Then you
really.
need to hurry. You need to hurry and finish it. I'll put your phone away.
Oh, I forgot to do the bone ringer. I'll do that too.
Well, you can do it tomorrow if you want to. Just do it on the wall.
I'm not here to do it because we got time, so. Which of the following ratios not present a rational? 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. Pretty sure it's C, but we'll go with it.
I need to talk to this phone, please.
So,
I heard her in the background. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, So, Whitney's finishing up her last problem and then she's headed that way. And Miss Alicia was supposed to be going up to the office to have Mr. Fitz list
God
or
dang
whatever.
that,
so
really,
she
man.
Probably called Dad with this. She
I don't care. You can do whatever you want. But thanks for liking, guys. Fuck myself up.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Why? Oh my gosh.
So this
Well,
Thanks for
what's
watching.
going
Thank you.
on?
we just took a test, so yeah, I'm a kitty killer.
Well, I didn't have my lunch,
I'd
and if I
get
order
this
a pizza, can it be delivered here at the back door, or do I have to go to the office?
Good work. I'll try to figure that
Okay,
out
that's
too.
what I
So,
wanna make sure of. Okay, thank you. I'll see if I can find out about the other one.
guys.